Well, hello everyone. This is Gregory Muscari, hailing from Bozeman, Montana, but today in Draper, Utah for a special event at our corporate headquarters. And I want to welcome you to the Power of the Patch presentation. And today we're going to be talking about a patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. And I think there's one foundation, there's two things I wanted to, kind of put out there I think we can all agree with is number one, health truly is our greatest wealth. And when we lose that, we lose everything. So if there's one thing we want to do, no matter what our age is preserve our health and do the right things to ensure that we can live a long, healthy life. And number two, as people start moving on in years, the symptoms of aging and disease are just not fun. Whether it's dental issues, memory or brain function, or joint or skin, or could be worse, could be cardiovascular issues. The symptoms of aging disease are not fun, and we should be thinking in terms of what can we do to just preserve our youth. And we've learned over the years that the older you get, the faster you age, and the slower you heal. And neither of those things sound very cool to me. And that's due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. And stem cells by the age of 30 have decreased by about 50%. And by the time we're in our 60s, only a small percentage remains. And so, that's something we need to, once we understand knowledge is power and we can begin doing something about it. But I was thinking back when I was back in my 20s and 30s, when I could work all day, party all night, get up tomorrow and do it again. Now I'm in my early 70s. That's not the case, remember that old song, "Those were the days, my friend, we thought they never end." Well, that's kind of how life turns, how the wheel of life turns. But there is good news. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, and that is younger. Okay. And it's not about the candles on the cake. Age is a feeling, not a number. So I got two personal questions for you to get things started. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care about, what would it be? What one thing would you like to see better or eliminated? And what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have in the quality of your life or their life? Okay. Well, I'd like to just briefly say that our products are not designed to heal, treat, cure, diagnose any disease. They do, however, help the body get back into a more healthier, regenerative mode, and many things, wonderful things start to happen. So here's a question for you. If there were an affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging, so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? Would you be open to learn more about it? Well, here's the good news. Our X39 wearable light technology patch truly is a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a patented wearable patch in technology in patch form. It's affordable, it's safe, it's non-invasive, drug-free, totally non-transdermal. Nothing is physically going into your body except the frequency of light. And it's a unique form of phototherapy which uses frequencies of light to increase and improve our health and wellness while supporting the body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to play a short little video for you that kind of goes into a little bit more detail on how the technology actually works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, Infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
Wow. Live long, live well. Don't we all want to do that? Okay, so let's talk about the power of the patch. And just to reiterate, it's based on the science of photobiomodulation. That's kind of a mouthful, but LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied or near your body, they are activated by the infrared heat or light from our body. Then they begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in the body. This is the basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches, and we're very excited to be able to share that with you here today. There's another way we can kind of analogize how photobiomodulation works. We call it the sun story, because when you go out in the sun, there's a very specific frequency of light that in the sun, from the sun, excuse me, that cause our body to make vitamin D. We don't get a download of vitamin D from the sun. We get a frequency download into our skin, and our body responds by manufacturing vitamin D. Now, likewise, there's another frequency cause our body to make melanin, the chemical which gives us a suntan. Well, LifeWave's patented technology is based on the same rock solid, widely accepted scientific principle. Now, LifeWave is a 20-year-old pioneer in wellness technology. Back in 2000, this amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by our founder, CEO, and inventor, David Schmidt, and it was used exclusively for U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. In 2004, David made the decision and founded LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. In 2010, we established our International Manufacturing and Distribution Center in Galway, Ireland, where we have our IT and global customer service. And in 2024, we are doing the grand opening of our global headquarters right here in Draper, Utah, USA. And I'll actually be participating with my wife, Robin, in the ribbon cutting in 2 days on this coming Thursday. And there's a beautiful picture of our international headquarters here in Draper, Utah. We currently have distribution to over 80 countries from 16 global distribution centers. So we are a really 20-year-old rock solid company in 80 countries. And this is David Schmidt. He's our visionary founder and CEO. He's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, David is a genius inventor with over 135 patents. David's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for 24 years, and he's already conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. And you know what? Many more studies are always in the works because David is so focused on developing technologies to enhance and extend life. LifeWave's focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And in 2019, LifeWave released to the world market the X39. Many are calling it the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. Truly a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology, because we're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. When used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, you need to have the raw materials to work with. You need to have your body properly hydrated. But when those two things are done, X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity, and at the same time, altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty darn good to me. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies and field results proving LifeWave X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And we have a patent here issued in 2020 from the US Patent Office, that LifeWave X39 actually produces beneficial effects in the human body, such as activation of stem cells. So let me talk just briefly about some of the benefits you can look forward to experiencing if you start with the X39 technology and patch. And number one is energy, and energy is the currency of life. And using X39 daily leads to an increase in cellular energy that you'll probably notice from the very first day. You'll feel more energized and less fatigued. Another benefit is better sleep, and using X39 leads to an improvement in the quality and quantity of sleep. And most people report that their sleep is deeper and longer. How about sports performance? And using X39 improves both sports performance and greatly reduces the recovery time after sports performance and exercise. Some X39 users, feel that, they're performing better now in their 40s, 50s, and 60s than they did in their 20s and 30s. And you know what? Our patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. The media's begin to notice, and you might too, if you look very carefully at some of your very favorite athletes and you see the little auspicious white patches on their body, and that's LifeWave's light technology. How about pain relief? This is a major benefit that many people experience. And most people notice reduction pain within minutes of the application. And truly, the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. How about brain health? Many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function, and we have clinical studies proving that that is actually happening, and it's cumulative and increasing over the time of use. Another incredible and amazing benefit is wound healing, and X39 helps to support the natural wound healing process, cutting wound healing times down to sometimes in half, whether it's an owie, a skin knee, or a minor or major surgical procedure, you can expect to heal much quicker. In fact, look at these results. Here on the left, you got a gentleman that's been on the product for 8 weeks, and look at the difference in his skin, the tone, and more than that, look at the fire, the light in his eyes. There's a conscious, benefit in using the X39 patch, and very noticeable for many people. The second woman here, for after 4.5 months, look at the difference in her lips, her cheeks, her chin, her neck, because of the age reversal benefit. And part of that is increased collagen production. In this lad at the bottom, a 6-year-old cut the tip of his finger off in a door. Parents raced him to the hospital. The doctor says, hey, there's no way that finger is going to survive if we sew it back on. But he sewed it on anyway. And sure enough, it started to die. But the X39 patch was used. And 8 weeks later, you could barely tell it had ever happened. And this gentleman on the right, he fell through the ceiling and broke a number of ribs and punctured his lung. Needless to say, he was in extreme pain. He started using X39. His expected recovery was 6 weeks. And with X39, he was back to work in 3 weeks. And look, from June 17th to June 30th, it's only 23 days, a little over 3 weeks. Look at the reduction in the black and blue and the bruising. Here's another amazing true life story. This woman went in on June 6th for some radiation treatment on facial issues, and you can see, after the first 4 days, she wasn't looking too good on June 10th. June 17th, she's starting to look better. June 23rd, which is like 17 days later, she's starting to look pretty good. Amazingly, by June 30th, which is a little over 3 weeks, it's like the gentleman who fell through the roof. Look at her. She just lit up like a light bulb, and you can't tell she ever had the procedure or the process. Okay, and finally, wrinkle reduction. We encourage people when you start an X39 to take some pictures because you're going to see some decrease in those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, sadly, this doesn't happen minutes like it does with the pain reduction quality, but it can be very noticeable over an 8 to 12-week period. So we encourage people to take pictures of your fine lines and wrinkles and also take pictures of scars because there's another phenomena, supported by X39 called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. So again, take some before and after pictures and just think about this. If it's reducing scars on the outside, what might be going on the inside? And finally, hair growth. We've got lots of anecdotal reports from many users experiencing an increase in the quality, quantity, speed of hair growth. We have even people whose hair color is going back to its original colorful, way. So in conclusion, the X39 patch is all about youth renewal. And the result is a better, healthier, more vital you to just enjoy life, with your kids, with your grandkids. Again, it's not the number of candles on the cake, it's how you look and feel. So, what are people saying? I'm going to play for you just a short little video clip of some testimonials from people that are just over the top about LifeWave's X39 and the benefits they're experiencing.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using LifeWave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo is right. I love those short little stories, and you could have your own pretty darn quick. So that's what people are saying. I'd like to shift gears and talk about what our doctors say.
X39 has really changed.
To move forward, what are doctors saying? And we're very blessed to have a couple of ladies on with us tonight that are fellow brand partners with LifeWave. And I'm going to first turn it over to Michelle Nails from Colorado. And I'm going to bow out and let Michelle introduce our featured healthcare professional today.
Hi, Gregory. I just had a moment with the button there on getting my video. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction to LifeWave and the X39. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is my pleasure tonight to introduce Ann Moreau. Ann is a retired registered nurse, and we have that in common. I also was a registered nurse, but not quite as long as Ann. She's worked in medical, surgical, drug and alcohol, and mental health. She was employed in hospitals for about 30 years, and she worked for 16 years as a school nurse. Man, I wish I was at that school. They were lucky to have you, Ann, in the state of Maine, where she has lived most of her life, or maybe all of her life. Is that right, Ann? Yes.
That's right. That's correct.
All right. Ann is certified in nutrition, and she has been using the LifeWave technology for just over 3 years. She's
Mm.
also a presidential director. So welcome, Anne. I'm so happy to be with you tonight.
Thank you, Michelle, for that introduction. I really appreciate it.
Thank
And,
you.
and Gregory, what a beautiful job. I just love that presentation. It's amazing. Truly is.
We're so blessed and lucky, aren't we?
We are.
So, Anne, how were you first introduced to LifeWave? And what was it that piqued your interest the most about this technology and made you want to try the patches?
Well, I've worked in the disease model for a very, very long time, and I was really looking to do something where we could create health, really great health. So, and I didn't want a Me Too product. I wanted something that was really innovative. And Connie Lucas called me and told me about it. And of course, I'm somebody that has to dig into the science. But once I read all the documents, and there are now over 90 clinical studies, really, and I went through and read them, I finally said, okay, it's time to put these patches on and try them myself. And it's been amazing. I mean, it's actually been 4 years, Michelle, that I've been
Okay, you need
involved.
to update your
And
bio. 4 years.
I guess I
Okay.
do.
Yay.
And I have to say that, when you've worked as long as I have, 45 years in nursing, you don't see people get better. But when you do this kind of work and you watch people they improve over time and they get better as they're aging. I mean, that is just amazing. It's an amazing technology. I love working for the company. Talk about a beautiful way to do work in retirement, right?
Yes.
To really help people get better. And I've always said, I've worked in this disease model for a very, very long time, and it's really time to shift that and to help people understand that there's so much more that can be done to really improve our health over time.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Anne. So one of the things that Gregory shares in the beginning is when used in conjunction with proper hydration and good quality nutrition. So I'd like to dive into that a little bit, Anne, because I love nutrition also. I'm not certified or anything like you, but would you share with us a little bit about, first of all, what is the difference between a dietitian and a functional nutritionist? And then I'd like to dive into a little bit about the comment about the importance of hydration and good diet.
Okay, sounds good. So, we know that the patches are going to work far better if we do our part, right? And raw materials are really important. So, I like to talk about, so when we look at the medical model of health, we're looking at the disease model. And so the dietitians are trained in that model. The functional nutrition model is more about looking at an organ and how it functions and how do we get that organ to go back to working optimally again. And we can do that through those raw materials, those nutrients that the body needs. So, and that's really the difference between the two. Drinking water is vitally important because water is what moves energy through the body. And sometimes when people are, drinking water, then maybe they're not getting the benefits. And I question them about, are you drinking enough water? And they tell me they are, but they're still not getting the benefits. Then the next question is, what's your diet like? Because if they're not getting the minerals that are needed to allow the water to enter the cell to be used for the body, then, they may need to add a mineral supplement that will really be much more effective for everyone. We need that. We need that nutrition. The raw materials are
And I
vitally
hear David
important.
say that a lot too, Anne, which I know you do. And it just makes me admire him even more because he says the patches work and you have to do your part, right? We all have to do our part. So,
That's right.
what would you say to someone who said, well, I drink plenty of water or I eat a good diet? When you explore and dig a little bit, what do you find out often?
Well, I think that we have to remember that, our body, as we're getting older, we saw that chart that Gregory showed. Stem cells are declining. We may not be feeling the decline, but it's happening. And so what happens is that our body's ability to repair isn't what it used to be. And we might feel great and we might think that everything is wonderful, but I think it's important to understand that, there is, and I like to compare the human body to a seesaw of damage and repair. On one side is damage, on the other side is repair. And as we're getting a little bit older, the damage side is going up. As you age, it's going to go up. You may be feeling great, but what we want to do is be proactive, and we want to make sure that we do our part to continue to stay well. I mean, I tell people this all the time. I'm 72 years old.
Unreal.
I love I love playing with my I was with my grandkids over the weekend, and we played kickball and we played cornhole, and I mean we had a ball. Now, if I wasn't well and I wasn't doing my part, and if I wasn't using the the patches are going to be with me the rest of my life, right? Because I want a wonderful, I mean, we talk about lifespan versus health span. This is about health span, staying well all the way to the end of our lives. And that is truly what I want to do. And I tell people all the time, maybe you're not feeling it, but you are damaging. And we want to do something to keep the repair signals up there. And activating our own stem cells are going to do that. We're going to continue to be able to be active, do everything we enjoy doing, by using this technology every single day. It is probably one of the greatest things that we can do is to stay well, and sometimes the athletes might say, well, I'm athletic and I exercise, but what if you could improve that performance? What if you could increase the strength, the stamina, and that performance? Wouldn't that be appealing to you, right? And I think a lot of our athletes who use the patches witness and feel that benefit for sure.
Yes, yes, beautiful. I love that you said that you're going to use the patches for life, because that's my commitment as well, Anne. It's like when people say to me, well, how long do I need to do this? Well, I'm staying, this is my greatest health insurance plan right here, along with nutrition and drinking good water. So
when I get that question too, is, okay, how long do I use this patch? Can I stop it? Am I going to have something happen to me if I stop it? And I tell people, no, I mean, I'm going to use it the rest of my life, but you could stop it at any point in time. You're just going to go back to normal aging.
Normal
right?
aging.
Right.
Who wants to be normal?
Right,
Especially when it comes to
exactly.
aging. All right, Anne. Well, you're a big proponent of proactive health choices. So what would you say to someone who you wanted to introduce the patches to? And let's say the person didn't have any health issues. Let's say they were on the younger side of, 40 or something, and no chronic illness, no medications. And the person was saying, why should I use the patches?
So that you can continue to stay well, right? So that you can continue to regenerate, repair, activate your stem cells that are declining. That would be my answer, improve that ability. People are all being damaged. We're exposed to toxins every single day. We're eating food, our soil has been depleted. We're not getting what we need anymore. And so we do have to, think about, again, being proactive and making that decision to, to do the things that are going to improve our longevity, improve our body's ability to repair. We're all going to somebody gets injured in an accident. Gregory talked about this in his presentation, that wound healing is rapid. He showed some of those, right? So why not have these patches and have the doctor say to you when you get injured, you're not going to get better for another 6 weeks, maybe 3 months. And instead, it's half that time. I mean, those are all good reasons, to patch for sure.
Thank you, Anne. Is there anything in conclusion? Is there anything that you'd like to share with our guests on the
Well,
call?
I think I just want to remind people that when you're using the patches, they're 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And they work best if you are consistent. So you can't be patching one day and maybe next week patching again. You want to be wearing them every single day because you're going to activate you're going to activate that patch, wearing it for 12 hours, removing it gives your body that break, and the signal is going to get recognized again when you repatch. And doing that consistently, drinking the water, getting the minerals in, those are all important parts that will make this technology work far better.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Anne. What a joy to spend some time with you. Thank
Well,
you.
same here, Michelle.
Thank you. Turn it
You're
back to
welcome.
you, Gregory.
Yeah, well, thank you, ladies. That was absolutely amazing. Just touched my heart. And I have to apologize, Michelle. I didn't give you proper introduction, and I didn't know you were a registered nurse also.
Been many years, but that's one of my yes, one of my degrees. Yeah.
You're a major wellness advocate, healer, and body worker, light worker. So I'm sorry I didn't give you proper introduction to everyone. You're much more than just a brand partner. You're
Thank you, Gregory.
you're a cornerstone in our community, along with Anne and so many others. Thank you, ladies.
Mwah. Good night.
Beautiful. Yeah, good night. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again and kind of bring us in for a little bit of a landing here. Let's see, where did that, here we go. Share. Okay, so we have fortunate to have hundreds and probably thousands of health practitioners that are using our products in their practice. And as a result of so many advocates like Michelle and Anne and so many others, hundreds and thousands of others, LifeWave is #1 in sales in the direct selling network industry. And it's because of the benefits that our products are giving to people around the world. So look what's happened to our growth in the last 5 years since the launch of X39 back in 2019. We've actually grown 20x in 5 years, and we did over $400 million in sales last year. And we're on track this year of 2024 to potentially do 600 million, potentially 50% growth. So the word is getting out, and we invite you to take a look and give it a try. So there is an opportunity here because LifeWave can be a great plan B. Our products do everything but walk and talk, and we're looking for people like you to maybe help spread the word and help us get the word out on our patented exclusive products. These are products with no competition, unique, exciting, exclusive, and they work and make a difference in people's lives. We have a very simple, duplicatable success system. We provide free websites and training and support every step of the way, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. So we have a very simple, generous, and powerful compensation plan. In addition to be a 20-year-old company doing business in 80 countries, LifeWave's compensation plan pays out 50% of all sales to brand partners in 5 generous ways. There's a 20 to 33% customer bonus. There's a 15 to 31% product introduction bonus. We have binary cycle bonuses of $50, matching bonuses, and wonderful trips, contests, and special rewards. And you can find out more about that by getting back with the person that invited you here. To sum it up, there's 3 ways to get started with LifeWave. And #1 is a really good way, and just become a customer. Try the products. It's $149.95 for 1 month supply of X39, and it comes with an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. #2, it's a better way, is become a preferred customer, and you can enjoy a 33% discount. You can get a 1 month supply for only $99.95. That's a $50 savings, and all you need to do is commit to our monthly auto ship program, and there's no long-term commitment required. You can stop at any time. Most people don't, because they start getting lots of wonderful results that are cumulative in nature. And again, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. The best way, which is the way that myself, my wife Robin, and Michelle and Anne Moreau got started as brand partners, and we get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time, full-time income. We earn full-time incomes, but you can earn generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly, We have 5 brand partner starter kits to choose from that you can get with the person who invited you. They'll explain them to you. And these all come with a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee also. So for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has certainly been an answer to a prayer. Every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing lives. And every day we are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, a community and financial freedom that LifeWave provides us, and so many others around the world. So the next steps are, first, I want to say thank you for spending this valuable time with us and invite you to get back with the person who invited you to get your questions answered. They cared enough about you to share this information with you. We invite you to commit to try our X39, and with our risk-free 30-day guarantee of nothing to lose and your health to gain, and you too can start enjoying enhanced quality of life, changing the trajectory of your aging and maybe your finances too, by sharing the good news about X39. So we invite you to consider joining our global wellness community. And with that being said, I want to thank you again and welcome you to the power of the patch and invite you to get back with the person who invited you here today. So Gregory Mascari here from Bozeman, Montana, wishing you the best that life has to offer. So good night and God bless. We love you all. Bye-bye.